and then the liens would be transferred. If it's a higher income person, then they do have to pay a percentage of what was given to them back, and that's just in a 3-year period. Again, pretty much like what Greg said, with the drawdown processes, we would assist you with that. Grant application writing is free as you're a part of SIDC. Again, where we make some of our money is in the grant administration, and we would seek, hopefully you would choose us to do your grant administration of the grant if it's awarded. And so we would follow through with all of that. Our services, we charge 20% of the grant request, which would be $30,000. In that $30,000, Indiana Housing breaks it up a little bit different than Okra. We have admin, environmental review, and program delivery. And program delivery is services that we actually provide for the home. It's our time. Also in this, SIDC would procure the services of an inspector to come out and go to the home, figure out what needs to be done. There is a priority list that we have to follow. He was given that. He'd go through that. And then he also writes the work write-ups for the homes. And then he then inspects it as the work is being done. You also have the potential of a lead-based paint risk assessment being done. That is another service, and so we would procure that service out as well. We do not do those. So not all of that $30,000 is money in SIDC's hands. It would be transferred out to a couple of different.
And if I remember right, that's paid you guys out of grant money too, right?
Yes, it's all grant money, yes.
Now that people had applied for it earlier, would they automatically be in this one?
Not automatically, because like I said, it's been a few years ago.
But they can apply again.
They can apply again.
Yeah.
And what we would do is, I've worked out a couple of dates with our schedules as far as taking applications from homeowners. We would come here, and then, or wherever you would like for us to be, we will do 2 days. One, we usually do an all day, like a 9 to 4. And then we'll do an evening, like a 1 to 7. That way we can hit the working people as well to come in at the evenings. And so we can go back through the files because we still do have them. Take us a while to get to them, but we still have those files of anyone that applied. And we've actually had 1 call already, just out of the blue. Or you. So.
I've had 4 calls since I've been here in 2011.
And the best way that it works, we will put in, a notice to the paper that we're doing this. We'll send them out to radio. We will give you flyers as well, the same thing that we'll send out to the media. But the best way to get it going, to get the people, is word of mouth from you all. Because your community knows you guys, they don't know me from Lagodi. So that is the best way, is for you guys to let the people know that this is here. Or if they call you and say, I saw this in the paper, is it really, is it legit, is it something that's good? That's the best way.
So contracts aren't, they're contract, buying on contract, they're not.
No, buying on contract is not eligible.
Okay.
You want a motion to move on with this, John?
Absolutely. I make that motion that we proceed with the application and authorize that.
Okay.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
3-0.
Run the dates by you. We were looking at November 13th from 9 to 4.
I'm sorry, November 13th?
From 9 to 4.
Okay.
And November 19th from 1 to 7. And if you want to get back with me too, we've got time that we can.
It could be down at the community building if more privacy was.
It's what we have had in the past, some people that, if I remember correctly, I think before we had people in here and then I was actually back there taking the applications so that
Or
it
fire
was
station
some
is.
privacy. So it's really wherever you want. It'll just be one of us.
That's what we said.
Community.
If you've been paying attention, you heard that.
Well, yeah,
That
that's what.
area is cleaned up.
And it's whatever, but I mean, in some places we have had homeowners come up to the community and say, because we ask social security, income information, so.
The fire station is a good private place. So.
Yeah.
Does have to be handicap accessible, wherever we go, just has to be handicap accessible. And if you guys wanna work it out, you can let us know, like I said, we have time
Yeah,
before
I'll
we
say
would be.
either center or the fire station and give them privacy,
You said the fire station,
or the community center, either one.
do I need
Such
to
a
be there?
big room over there.
Beth will need to be there, does she?
No,
No, that's the whole idea of getting it out of here, is to be private with them, and not have anybody in
I
town.
just didn't know if someone would be there.
no, you don't have to.
I mean, either go down and unlock it for them, you know, and something like that, or maybe, but
It's a very good program.
Wherever you guys would like it, I'll make an arrangement.
I think it'd probably be better to do it at the community center. I think you'd have some nosy firemen come down throughout the day, wanna know what's going on. I didn't mention no names.
So that'll be the 13th and the 19th,
Uh-huh.
so Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yes, yeah, we usually try to work on those days.
You're talking 13th and that, if you're wanting the community, then those two are available right now. So you want me to go ahead and mark it down for
I
you?
think so.
Okay.
Community building, okay.
And then on the 13th, I'm sorry, Jenny, did you say?
9 to 4,
Uh-huh,
and then the 19th, 1 to 7.
okay, thank you.
No problem.
And I can revise it.
Okay, and then we'll get the flyer together and everything, I'll email it to you,
Okay.
and then we'll send it out to the media as well.
Great.
And any, you can forward phone calls to us, because it is based on income as well. So we will have, I can email you the income limits as well too, if you wanna have that, but that way we can go ahead and start taking calls as well.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Thanks
great.
a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, if anybody ever has any questions, don't hesitate to call.
All righty.
Okay, thank you all.
Thanks again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Sure.
mark it down. I got papers everywhere, that's mine.
I don't have nothing else. Other than the fact, I want to, I don't want to dwell on, I just want to discuss another date for us to finish the evaluation thing that I postponed because of the last meeting.
Yeah,
And I think, Beth said the budget's gotta be in by November 1st,
Salary
salary
ordinance?
ordinance.
Yeah.
So we need to do evaluations and everything before November 1st.
Yes, please.
okay, what dates have we got?
Right there.
And I wanna be clear on how we're doing evaluations again. Are we gonna, are you wanting to have everybody in here, or you want the department heads to evaluate them and come to us, but like when we do them? Or what do you wanna do?
Well, I kinda like to talk to all of them. It's, talk privately, and if they've got something that they want to share with the board, well, I feel more free.
Okay.
Shouldn't take very long for each one, but I'm generally available at the drop of a hat. So,
We'll put that in the paper. John's generally available.
I'm easy.
Oh, da-da-da-da.
I mean, the department heads still review, they do the evaluations of their employees.
How do you think about that?
Well, just based on my experience, I mean, a supervisor writes their evaluation of their
Right, up there.
people, and then the supervisor would bring us their evaluations, we can go through it with them, so there's no surprises. And then, if we want to do it, the supervisor, the employee, and us.
Well, there's some discussion around here about protocol, but we really don't have a written protocol on how this is done that I'm aware of, but.
I think that what you said is important. I think that every employee should have the right to feel like this is a free space, to be able to speak without any recourse coming on them. So they may prefer to meet with us privately. That's.
I'm always interested in what the individuals think about, the way things are done and what they need. And, if they don't wanna say anything, you don't have to.